Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will start setting up the Happy Wagon planner by Tatiana. And I'm using this specific planner for my work. And the first spread that I wanted to create was to add reminders for just my career and work in general. Let me actually show you my last year's planner. Give me a sec. So this was my 2021 planner. It was like my main one. I would write down things that are like related to all the aspects of my life, which worked out great. But towards the end, I did feel like I needed a separate planner for work. So I will show you a couple of pages that I created, which are like reminders. So this one towards, I think around March, April of last year, I created this to add bits of reminders that I really need in my life. And then this I created towards the end, I guess in November or something, which I really felt like creating this to add more reminders based on what was going on in my life at that point in time. So I love going back and looking at these pages. It really helps me to it just helps me like to move away from a stressful situation, a stressful mindset. So I thought I could add something which is just specific to work, and it is my work planner, and I wanted to add it in the beginning itself so that I could look at it whenever I want to. It'll be easy to access, and in my brain, because sometimes I think the most important spreads should be at the beginning of the planner. So for me, it just psychologically, I feel that this is quite important. So that is quite a bit of an introduction, and for this particular setup I will be using like a ton of these sticker books. Before we get to the setup, or actually I think while I'm doing this, I could share the process of how I come up with these reminders. So first off, the way I'm gonna start, give me a sec. I usually like keep a cork lid at the bottom so that I have this at the same level, but I don't know where that is, so I'm just gonna use my compact to add a little bit of height. Okay, so I think towards the end of like 2021, I really started to think about, like anyone else, I know all of us think, what do we want to do in next year? Is there any specific things that we want to work on, or specific things that we want to manifest? And with regards to work, I really started thinking about like, what do I need to do? And for me, I think there are like two aspects of it. One is the actual work that I do. It's completely like related to my job and all of those things. Actually, there are three aspects. So one is that, and then the other one is more for like my end, the things that I can do for the way I work. Like, can I set up any routines? Can I take proper breaks? So because I'm working from home, the schedule is just all over the place, and I do believe that having a routine in place, like knowing what my timings are, when is my work time versus when is my personal time, is really going to help. So that is like the second part of it. And then the third aspect is just like it's related to my career in general, what I want on a long-term basis, and how, like, which aspect of that long-term plan can I focus on in 2022. So that is by the end of this year, where do I want to be in my career in general. I'm gonna add like a few reminders that's really gonna help me to just focus and not lose sight of what I want to do. If I face any setbacks, just like, you know, it also acts like a motivational spread. I can look at this, and based on like what's going on at that point in time, I can take any message that I want to. So these are like the three aspects. And what I did was I really started thinking about, okay, how can I get these things done? Like, what is my goal, what is my vision, and all of those things. The spreads that we created in my 2022 planner, the reflection page, vision board, goal setting. So all of these things which is specific to work. I started thinking about that. Actually, I haven't set it up. I wanted to set that first. But since it's my work planner and I don't really know at this point in time like what I am willing to share and what I'm not. And this is also like my first time like doing videos about work and career, so I do need a little bit of time to just get comfortable with sharing this aspect of my life, and also figuring out what I can, what I cannot, what I want to, what I don't want to share. So just give me a little bit of time while we get a hang of this planner, and I'll start like regular setups. But until then, I think weekly once I will try my best to make a video with this particular planner, as I know many of you guys have bought this. You bought this like before, you bought this and then watched my video. Some of you watched it and then bought. I think I've made like 2 videos on this. One is a review one and the other one is like how to use this planner. So if you haven't like checked that out, make sure you do, because it's got like a lot of tips with regards to specific spreads for this planner. Okay, then let's get started with the stickers. So this is one of the newest sticker books that I bought. I think over last weekend or something I bought this. It's called Hustle and Heart. I used to see this sticker book all the time, but I never really picked up because I don't really like the hustle culture. But then when I actually looked at the sticker book, there's a lot of like stickers that's totally not relevant to like hustle culture the way I had related to in my mind. So there are some really nice ones, and the color theme is quite different. Like I don't have these kind of stickers, so I bought them. And here we have like some nice quote stickers. I think the first thing that I want to do is put this one, like stay positive, work hard, and make it happen. Okay, coming back to the process of how I figured out what reminders I wanted to add. Sometimes I just go with like my gut instincts, with what I did with my 2021 planner. The reminders that I added, it was more like, okay, what am I feeling at this point in time? What messages do I need? What reminders do I need? But for this, because I haven't like done my goal setting process completely, I took some time to like figure out what sort of reminders I wanted to add. I just wanted it to be in relation to that. If you have set your goals first, it's a lot easier to go with your intuitions to think about like what sort of reminders you want to add. So for me, because I haven't done that yet, what I did was I did a tarot reading. Let me just quickly like show you how I do that. It's very similar to like what I do with my clients. So basically I do a tarot reading. I shuffle the cards and I pick one, and then based on the card I see the image, I see what the message is, and I analyze it in relation to the situation. So this was related to my work, and the card that I got was King of Fire. So I wrote down like what this card symbolizes, what the element of fire symbolizes, and then this one I went on to like write a little bit about with the message that I have got, how can I make it how can I relate that to my work? And I added a couple of points that I can do. So one of the important aspects of the card that I received was focus. So these are the things that I wrote, like what can I do so that I can focus better? So whenever I do tarot readings, I make sure that at the end of it, if I'm doing it for myself, if I'm doing it for clients, for them, I give certain actionable steps so that we're not completely like dependent on external resources, and if things don't work out, we don't end up blaming. Like we don't want any sort of regrets. So I added like a couple of action steps. So minimizing the distractions, setting healthy boundaries, building and maintaining a schedule. And then another message from the card that I received was put your energy and time to the task at hand. And how can I do that better? one thing that I can do is break down projects into small steps. Like, don't get overwhelmed, break it into small steps and just focus on that one particular step that you're working on at that point in time. And then also doing planning and reflection. So like this, there are like a lot of other things that came up in the tarot reading, and the question that I asked was both like related to my work as well as career in general. So these are just specific to work. For career, I'm gonna like make notes after I finish filming this. So let me just like put this aside. I just wanted it for reference so that it helps me like to relate these stickers to the messages that I have there. And I'm starting off with this thing, like stay positive, work hard, and make it happen, because I really like this quote. I think it's a good balance of like, not that, you know, always working hard. It's also about how you're feeling. So I really like that. And there you go. We have our first one. I think I'll go like, I'll flip back between sticker books just so that from a design perspective, it doesn't look like the similar design doesn't look cluttered in one spot. I just want to like balance things out. Then the next one that I'm using is from this Zodiac sticker book. I think I've used this sticker book in the past. So there are two stickers that I wanted to add. One is this particular one. It says like, stay in your magic, look at the stars, and the stars will align. This is just something nice, you know. When I'm working, I usually like get into that work mode, and I start thinking about like a lot of technicalities of the work. Sometimes I think it's really important to just like focus on yourself, not focus on yourself, but really focus on what you can offer. Things that, yes, there are like best practices, there are steps that you can follow, there are processes that you can follow, but what can you bring in to the job that, you know, when someone looks at it and they can feel like, oh, this is, you have done this work. So I think I really like this. And also it's a great like message for confidence, you know, like being self-confident, and also handling imposter syndrome in a more better way. I think most of us, we do have imposter syndrome, and sometimes it kicks in. It's very easy to kick in your work. So this message is quite helpful for that, and I really love that reminder. So that's one. And then, oops, sorry about that. I have like a lot of stuff on my desk. Okay, so the next step is define your own success. I wanted to add the sticker because many people around you give like advices for your career, for your jobs. I do know like most of them come from a good place, but they don't know everything that you know. If you feel like that advice is good, you want to take it, then definitely go ahead. But sometimes I know that is not what I want to do. So I just wanted to add this reminder here to remind myself that everyone wants to be successful, but what success means depends on that individual person. So I just wanted to add that here. And I'm adding celebrate sticker because you know, we are very quick to judge our work or the things that we do when it doesn't work out. But when it does work out, I think there's very little time spent on that moment to really like celebrate it and treating yourself. So I wanted to add this so that it acts as a reminder that any good job that you do, it can be small, it can be big, just celebrate those milestones throughout the year. Don't wait until the end of the year to see whether you have achieved the goal and then like reward yourself or figure out what you have to do. I think it's important, like in the process, that we do it as well. Okay, now let's bring in this homebody sticker book, and for this from this book I wanted to add 2 stickers. Ooh, this celebrate was nice as well. Yep. Okay, never mind. So one is coffee time. Sometimes all you need is just a cup of coffee and you'll be good to go. I've experienced this quite a bit on many occasions, so I'm gonna add it here so that this is just like some things in here can be very like deep and meaningful things, like define your own success. There are some things like this, like just go pick up a cup of coffee and I'll be good for the day. So I really like that. Earlier what I would do was I think into end of 2020, in that fall season, I would end of Friday, when I would finish my work, my classes, like I was working a part-time job, I was studying, and I was also working on my business. So Friday end of the day, I would go out with a friend and I would treat myself with a coffee. So that was a nice routine. Somehow I think I've come out of it. Right now I do it on Saturdays. I just like morning I head out and either I meet a friend or I'm on a family call and I just go for a cup of coffee. So that is really nice. Midweek too, I don't mind, like if things get too much, just get a cup of coffee and I'll be good to go. So that's one. And then another sticker that I want to add is the routine. This one I want to add because I spoke to you guys about like the notes that I made, right? So one of the things, one of the ways in which I can focus is to make sure that I have a proper schedule, I have a proper routine for work, and that's the reason I wanted to add this sticker. I think I'll write a little bit over here, just like build. Add it here as build. I've also today I took some time. Today is my first day back from the holidays and also first day of this year at work, so I took some time today to set up my planner and weekly setup videos as well. Just give me some time to get used to this planner. I'm using it for the first time and it's also for work. Like I said, I have never shared this aspect of planning before on my channel, so just give me some time, and as I get comfortable using this planner, it'll be more helpful for you guys to watch it. If not, it'll just mess up my own head because I'm not just thinking about how to use this planner for my work, I'm also thinking about how to make it helpful for you guys. So managing both of these things at once at this very beginning stage is quite like difficult, so just give me a little bit of time for that. I will show you once we set up this, I'll show you how I'm using the weekly pages for now, because I just set it up and I think it's gonna work really well. Okay, we have this. Now let's come back to the sticker book again, or you know what, let's go to this because I wanted to add sometimes like getting stickers from different themes, even if they don't match, I think it looks really good. I liked how the 2021 like reminder pages worked out. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna use this. It says, let the beauty of what we love be what we do. I think this is really nice. If you didn't know, I work in content marketing and there are like multiple stories we write. It can be in a written format, it can be in video format and all of that. I love it, especially video. I love like sitting and planning, okay, what should the video storyline be, how what are we gonna like add text, what kind of music do we want to add. I love that process. So I feel like in that process, sometimes, especially when you're working with a team, it kind of, gets diluted, and you might end up like holding back and really start thinking about like from a company perspective and from a project perspective rather than your own ideas. It's good, sometimes that's good, but I do believe that there should be a balance. You need to bring in your own ideas, your own creativity, and I'm glad that I work with people who are okay with it. Sometimes I just feel like it's me who is like I'm holding myself back. Imposter syndrome kicks in like sneaky ways, so I love these reminders. Okay, so now let's come back to our zodiac sticker book. There are like lots of beautiful stickers. I think I just love almost everything about the sticker book. Something that I wanted to add was this one. I'll talk more about like my goals when I'm ready to set up the planner. I'll talk about that, and that time these reminders will make even more sense as to why I'm adding them. Okay, I really like this, be brave and find your wild. I love this sticker. And a message that came out of the tarot reading was to be a little bit more courageous and to be more like confident about my own actions and just be more self-confident. So I feel the sticker with the quote in here, oops. I hope it doesn't rip off the paper. Oh, thank God. Yeah. So I feel the sticker is a great reminder for that. Okay, here we go. It's nice. Okay, what else do we want to add? Okay, there are like a couple of stickers in this Hustle and Heart book, which is take a break, go for a walk, read a book. I want to add 3 of these stickers, and I think even stretch, we could add that too. So as I'm laying these down, I'll quickly explain like why I am adding these stickers. Because the message that I got from tarot reading, one is like focus, and the other one is also like really putting in your time and energy into what really matters, the task at hand and stuff. So things like just taking a break, especially after meetings, I don't know, like I don't know if it's the introvert like part of me, or if it's just me. After meetings I get really exhausted and I just need a break to sink in like all of the thoughts. I can't really go back to work as soon as I'm done with a meeting. So what really helps me is to just take a break, whether it is like lie down for a bit, get out of the house and walk around. That's why I just wanted to add like go for walk sticker, whether it's that or any like small things. I think it plays like it's really helpful for me. So that's one. And then reading a book, what I'm thinking about for this year is I don't really want to put a number as to how many books I want to read. I think it really depends on the type of books that I'm going to be reading and what I'm going to be doing with the information that comes out of it, especially with like self-development books or any of the books which is not like fiction. I do feel like instead of focusing on how many books you read, you need to focus on like what you're gonna do with that information. So what I have thought is just to like put a number. I was thinking yearly like 2 to 3 books that is focused on my goals, not completely in relation to my career. It can be stuff about like creativity, books about storytelling, books about leadership. I'm not talking about like the processes and the technicality of being a leader, but the psychology of leadership. So these are the type of books that I'm looking forward to reading. And then just now when I saw this stretch a bit sticker, I thought it'd be like nice to add because it really helps. By the way, if you are like participating in the Yoga with Adrian challenge, let me know like how it's working out for you guys. I actually started my challenge on the 3rd, so I've done 2 days as of now. So let me know how it's going on for you guys. Okay, so we have these ready to go. From the Zodiac sticker book, these were the two stickers that I knew I wanted to add. I think Do What You Love is great. Let's just quickly like go with these individual signs. I think it'll be really nice to like create a spread, a weekly spread about zodiac signs. I think that's gonna be quite nice. I need to do that sometime. Okay. Oh, I love this. What says like stay fierce and courageous. This like both fierce and courageous was like mentioned in my tarot reading, these 2 words. So this is gonna be a nice reminder. I don't know where, like, I think, oops. These stickers are sometimes they're so like stubborn. All I need to do is just take it near the page and it like grasps. It just pulls like magnet. Okay, I just noticed that my camera had stopped recording midway. I'm so sorry about that. I'll just give you a quick overview of what I did. I went ahead and added more reminders based on the tarot reading message and guidance that I received, and I added a few decorative elements with these leaves just to fill up the empty space and make it look. I love when pages are just like filled up, so I added those. With regards to like my weekly planning page, I went ahead and I set it up today. So what I did here on the left hand side is mainly meetings, just to add like what meetings I have on what days, and then added a couple of like projects that are due, like deadlines and things that I need to get done by Friday. Then like day offs, payday, planner time, because I took some time to do that. Just message for myself here on the right, because I don't work during the weekend. What I did was I named like I replaced Saturday and Sunday with goal and reflection. We also don't have a weekly dashboard in this planner, so here I wrote like what my goal is for the week, and then at the end of Friday I'll just take some time to reflect on the goal or reflect on the week in general. And this section I'm writing down the projects and things that I need to work on in this particular week. So I've done this here. Give me some time to just get a bit comfortable with this planner, and I'll start off with the setup videos. What I do want to do though in like upcoming week or 2 is set up the vision board with you guys for my work. I don't know if I'll be doing the yearly goals or not. Let's see like what is relevant for this channel. If it's very specific to work, I don't think it's quite relevant, so I'll see. Like I haven't really taken my time to sit down and think about what my exact goals are. I know like on a very vague level I know what do I want to work on, but I definitely want to take some time to figure out the exact ones and then the exact steps. So I will do that. So I hope you're enjoying the Get Set 2022 videos. Tomorrow I'll be setting up the future spreads that we'll need to use like throughout the year or at the end of the year. So yeah guys, I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.